Same piazzas as he did. You have to immerse yourself in his landscape. And you have to explore his idea of beauty. And his idea of the less beautiful. Leonardo had an inquiring visual intelligence, left-handed, absolutely obsessive about detail, always playing with ideas, always inventive, and almost certainly gay. To grasp Leonardo, you also have to talk to Italian scholars, those who've conferred their blessing on the brown-eyed handsome man.
It was a real surprise, and especially because we know the painting before restoration. The painting was published before restoration. It was a completely different work. The Christ had a mustache, but after the removal of the overpaintings, I personally changed opinion.
My reaction was positive. I was very careful, of course, because one must be very, very, very careful in these details.
Involved with like drugs or violence, or they didn't, cause problems at all. We're just good kids living together. This crime was clearly passionate. It was clearly pointed at them, because if there was nothing stolen, there must have been a more personal motive to this crime. Something that I do want to point out real quick that I thought was very odd. When the police were investigating the crime scene, they couldn't, again, really figure out who could have done this, and they weren't really getting anywhere as far as leads and tips. So their main thing that they went with, a drug deal gone wrong. I was trying to find why the police thought this was a drug deal gone wrong, but I couldn't really find anything. Now this, I don't know, maybe I'm reaching, maybe I'm not. This is the 90s, and 3 out of the 4 kids were people of color. The bar and grill that Rachel and Tiffany had worked at together was a topless bar, and I just thought that it was really odd that the police, as soon as they saw this, they just assumed it was a drug deal gone wrong, when, as I said, these were good kids. They didn't have criminal records. They were all on really good paths. Tiffany had a very strict rule in her house that if you're gonna party here, don't bring any other drugs besides weed. D, he did drop out of school, but he actually earned his diploma recently to get his life back on track. Everyone who talked about the kids, every single testimony that they heard from people who knew them personally, said that they were very sweet, very kind. They weren't troublemakers at all. They didn't do drugs. When they looked into the house, there was no drugs found in the house. Only 2 things that I found as to why the police must have thought that it was a drug deal gone wrong. There was talk of Dee's uncle being in the Mexican mafia. Don't really see how that's relevant, because unless Dee was his right-hand man, why would someone do something like that? And then a second thing that I saw is that when people were calling into the police station with a bunch of tips, there was a couple tips that talked about when they went to parties, they would see weed. Police just kind of assume oh my God, the devil's lettuce. This must have been a drug deal gone wrong. Especially Rachel. Rachel was very religious. She was a youth camp counselor. It was just so wild to me to read, because it's how did you get there? And I'm mentioning this because they followed with this lead for the next 2 years. 2 years is a very of it. Maybe they're here for one of Tiffany's parties. I mean, they weren't like staring at them. Then the couple left and went out to lunch, and when they came back, that's when they saw a bunch of police officers and ambulances crowding the area, so they knew that something was wrong, which obviously, like, there's literally a bunch of
you.